Welcome back everyone to Wildfire and Earth. My name's Bradley, and today we're going to be doing a lost reading using oracle decks. Okay, and then I'm also going to use the tarot to kind of dive right in. So what I'm going to do is kind of going to be like my pick a deck readings, but what you'll need to do is look down in the description and find a reading that resonates with you. There's going to be 1 through 3, okay? And these are just readings that might have been lost during the most recent Mercury Retrograde. Maybe some lessons or some messages from your ancestors, especially since we had Samhain and, a blue moon and everything else. There was a lot of energies coming down into the physical plane, and you might have just been overloaded or bombarded, or you had to ooh, floating feather. That's awesome. Okay, so the angels are here. How exciting to start us right off. But there was a lot of influx of energies going on, and I know a lot of us were anxious over what has already happened in 2020, what's been going on, and so we're going to do a lost readings for you guys. So take a moment to close your eyes and just clear your mind and think of a number between 1 and 3 and pick the one that resonates with you. Also, I'd like to remind all of you that my new Oracle deck is available. Here's the link here. The link will also be down in the description. Gustavo and I would really love it if you guys would order. And we also have a surprise coming at the end of this week. So that's going to be Friday, November 6th. So be sure to follow us on Facebook to find out what that exciting link is. And you guys are so amazing. Thank you so much for your support and your love and your just all of your prayers and well-wishing during this time. We were trying to release an oracle deck with all of these energies going on as well, so I'm very thankful for all of you for helping me ground that energy down, and to get it out to the world. I'm so excited that you guys are going to be able to get to use our oracle to do your own readings and help other people and do your own healings as well. So check that link out in the description below. And without further ado, let's go to lost reading number 1. Hey, reading number 1. How are you guys doing today? I hope you are having a beautiful day. I am recording this on election day, so energies are high. There's a lot of uncertainties in flux. And so I just really thought it would be time for us to really tap into those energies and really help, kind of synchronize with what is flowing in spirit, what is happening, in the cosmos, in the world, and even within ourselves. So I thought it would be great to do what is called the lost readings. And if you chose deck 1, reading number 1, this is for you guys. We're going to first start with an angel oracle deck. I'll put the link in the description below for that, and then we're going to jump over to Lucy Cavendish's The Hidden Oracle of the Hidden Worlds. We're also going to do a crystal to help you guys ground these energies and this message down into your physical world. And then we're going to do a star seed message from your collective and everything else, and obviously finish with the Universal Celtic Tarot to kind of see how this spiritual message is manifesting in your physical life. And you'll have to forgive me, this is a different setup than I'm used to. Hopefully it'll be something I'll be able to continue, but I'm trying to figure out how to use my glasses and the light, and there's just so many things going on. So just bear with me today if there's a couple of snafus or if I trip over myself. Mercury did just move direct, but that does not mean that everything goes right back to normal like that. Usually it means it takes a little bit for it to kind of flip over. So this is why this is a perfect time to do the lost readings, because there are messages that might have been missed during the retrograde period and leading up to Halloween, All Hallows Eve, or Samhain, however you like to celebrate that, Dia de los Muertos as well. And then we also had a lot of energies coming in for, the election in the United States, and so much is happening. So I really think that some messages could have been overlooked and this is that reading for you. So before we begin, I do want to use my crystal singing bowl here just to kind of tap into your energies and to also see if I receive any intuitive messages right off the bat. Right off the bat, there are feathers just floating in here, and I don't know where they have come from. I don't have any down pillows or a jacket or anything like that. So there are these teeny tiny little feathers floating around. I hope it's not a bird that got by a cat or something like that, but they're just floating. So I really feel like for this first reading, you guys are very connected to the angelic realm. And I know a lot of the angels are coming through for all of the readings, but this one in particular, I mean, like my eyes just keep getting distracted by these little motes. Maybe you guys can see them on the video. Maybe you can't. Maybe you need to pause and search for them. That'll be a fun game to play while we're tapping into this energy. Find the feathers, find the message. Okay, immediately I'm seeing a Y, like an uppercase Y, which kind of reminds me of you're coming to a crossroads, right? You're coming to a choice where you're having to make a decision. And since this is a lost reading, it might be like a subtle choice that you might not even realize you're making, okay? So we'll dive into the cards to see if that comes up, but I really feel like you're definitely at a crossroads right now. And I've already shuffled the decks and cleansed them just because I didn't want to take a lot of time out of me and you talking together and this reading so that it wouldn't be, all right, these are jumping out immediately. So I wanted one card, but they're giving you 4. So we're going to try and work with those energies. So obviously there's a lot you're missing. But the first card right out of the gate is the Angel of New Life. Okay, so this really confirms that message that I was getting. You are about to move on to a new path because of a choice you have made, either consciously or subconsciously. And then, this is awakening something new and beautiful inside of you. There's great potential here for change and growth and accelerated expansion. It says, this is a wondrous time of exploration, romance, and creativity. So that's really beautiful. Also, since we do have the star here, and I'm also even seeing the moon, this might be a reading for my star seeds and my, people that identify as witches or shamans or people that work closely with, the moon phases, especially. And then the last 2 messages here that we're getting out are, okay, so you're about to come into a time of beautiful healing with the Angel of Beauty, okay? And I'm also seeing that this is going to break through some of the old programs and paradigms and ideas that you might be holding on to that no longer serve you with this Angel of Beauty. And then we have the Angel of Healing, okay? So this is a huge opportunity for healing because of this choice that you have made, either consciously or subconsciously. For a lot of you, I'm also seeing this is possibly a decision about a relationship. So for you, reading number 1, there was some sadness along with this choice. But you have shown up today for this reading for healing, okay? So it's really important to remember that you made your decision and that the decision you made is the way it was supposed to be, the way it was supposed to move forward. And then we're going to jump to the Hidden Oracle. What is it called? Oracle of Hidden Wisdom. I don't know why I always get tongue-tied on that one, but it's the Oracle of Hidden Wisdom. We're going to start with this one to kind of see what your next step is on your journey here, okay? Oh, there's the answer. And you guys are getting, y'all, oh, this is very important. I just dinged the bell. All right, so the first one that comes right out is the pathway. And that says direction, purpose, and change. All right, so I was picking up on that message almost immediately. You guys have definitely made a decision and you started on a new pathway. You may be nervous about this change. You may be having anxiety, and that's why you're here. I just think the angels really want to let you know that you made the right decision. There was no other decision to make. The other path would have led to pain and heartache. And this is homeward traveler. Oh, so this choice that you made, this path is leading you home. And so it's leading you, it might actually be leading you away from your hometown or away from your family. And so you seem, I think that's where the sadness kind of came in, that maybe you're leaving comfort behind. And so you're mourning that loss, and also having to shift your thinking because you don't have that foundation or that safety net that you normally depended on. You're having to move towards new friends, new homes, and create a new family. And the completion, reunion, and return. So for a lot of you, this choice was karmic. You're choosing to work on your karma because what I'm feeling is that you have completed the karma with your family. You know, we're all born into specific families. A lot of those lessons are karmic, especially family relationships, interactions, the way you act towards one another, the fights, the lessons, and everything you learn. Those are karmic. And they're important because they set the foundation for the rest of your life, right? But then a lot of us forget that we have to move out of that, and we get comfortable staying in that, you know, familial ties and connection. But you really don't discover who you truly are until you level up and make the choice to move forward and to move towards your new home, right? So the angels really want to remind you that you have completed those lessons. You don't owe anyone anything, okay? You don't owe the past, your time, your energy, or your worry, right? It's time to start focusing on what's ahead, what's forward, because they're saying you can't look back, okay? And I'm reminded of the, you know, that meme and that saying that's went around a lot, that, you know, there's a reason that your windshield is so big so you can look forward and your rearview mirror is so small. You know, there is balance in looking back and forth, but it's only to look back, to remember the lessons, to remember the love, and to remember where you came from in your experience. You have to keep moving forward. It's like life. Think of life as like a ride. You're constantly moving forward. You don't get to go backwards unless you totally trip up and you really need to relearn those lessons. But I feel like for you, reading number 1, it's really important to remember that this is a time of shifting, and it's 11:11 on on the camera. How exciting! So that is really, it's almost as if this is an answer to a prayer, but you're kind of fighting it. And let's see why. Let's go to the Crystal Healing Oracle by Judy Hall. Okay, let's give it one more good shuffle here and break that down. Okay, so you are getting 2 cards as well. So this reading is not going. On the bottom, you do have Bumblebee Jasper. So I'm feeling that this is a huge healing for your sacral chakra and your solar plexus chakra, which is all about creation, creativity, and happiness, okay? So this is really balancing and helping you do some inner child work, okay? Because maybe the universe wants to kind of rectify some of the lessons you learned in childhood. And the reason I'm saying that is because the two stones that are coming out is graphic smoky quartz and rose quartz next. And the rose quartz is in the shape of a heart because the rose quartz does stand for the higher heart chakras. Okay, all right, my light is moving. I'm gonna fix that. All right, there we go. Not as much light in my eyeballs. Okay, so the rose quartz is related to the higher heart chakra area, and so it is really important for you to remember that what happened in the past is a lesson, okay? And it is time to forgive and to release, okay? Because smoky quartz to me always is about release, because anytime smoke is involved, you know, whenever you use sage or something, you are banishing or getting rid of negative energies, negative thought processes, or even entities, right? So smoky quartz is telling you to let go of your past. It no longer serves you, and move towards your future. Now, I know this sounds simple. It isn't. It's a lesson that you're learning to let go and to not hold on, not to, move from expectations of how you think life should be and how you think life should go. Because Spirit wants to blow your mind on this and kind of completely shift the way you think, the way you wish, the way you pray. And it's very important for you to connect to that heart chakra in there so that you can move forward in a beautiful way. Remember, it's a beautiful transformation and a time for healing, okay? And it's in the stars. I mean, it was written. This choice was written for you, maybe even by you before you were born. So it was made for your highest good, okay? And then we're gonna get a message that I might have missed from your collective, your angels, your starseed family, especially for you guys here reading number one. I feel like you guys are definitely my star seeds and my beautiful shamans that have a connection to the spirit realm, okay? Let's see what Spirit has a message for you today. Oh, there it is. Are you ready? Reflection, all right? That is the first message coming through. It says reflection, okay? All right, and let's read it together. It says, see all aspects of yourself through the reflection of the one who mirrors your hidden self. So, see all aspects of yourself through the mirror of the person who reflects your hidden self. Okay. See all aspects of yourself through the reflection of the one who mirrors your hidden self. So this is some shadow work. This is some intense shadow work. And that was kind of pinging a little bit for me with the rose quartz, especially with release and, having to smoke out things, get deep in there in that. This is going even deeper and saying this is like literally looking at yourself in a mirror and kind of acknowledging that your life up to this point has all been manifested by you. And that is tough. That is tough to heal. That is tough to accept. But a lot of your choices create your reality. Now, of course, when you were a younger child, a lot of that is up in the air because you're not making choices for yourself. That is finishing up past life trauma, past life karma, and debts that you owed to others, and that's why what happened. But with this one, and I love the back on this especially, we'll get a nice beautiful close-up of that. You need to connect again, because some part of you is disconnected, and maybe that's why I was getting that this decision was subconscious. Okay, but let's jump to the tarot to find out how this is manifesting on your physical world. Okay, whoa, those cards jumped out. I think we're gonna pull 2 more. Give me 2 more. Yeah, okay. All right, that's too many, Spirit. 1 more. I said 2 more and it gave me like 16. No, y'all, you guys really need to pull your energy back. You're trying to know too much. Trying to dig too deep in there, you know, but it's okay. It's gonna work out. All right, so let's see. The first card out is the Death card. Okay, so yeah, that always comes with choices, right? And crossroads is when you make a choice, one path dies and like kind of collapses, like it no longer exists. So that's why we had the rose quartz and the smoky quartz, you know, saying release this past choice, you know, let it go, let it mourn it if you need to, but release it, okay, so that you can move forward. The next card out is the King of Cups. Okay, so this decision came with a lot of emotion. All right, a lot of emotion. But the King of Cups is not very good at showing his emotion. He has it very under control. And so you might have learned at a very young age that maybe emotion was weakness, right? And you're learning right now that holding these emotions in are kind of hindering you in your past and in your present too, okay? And then we have the Six of Pentacles, like I said, that energy of the inner child work along with kind of giving back. So this choice that you made and this reward along the way, you know, of finding your home, your true home, is kind of the universe rewarding you for all of the excellent choices you've made, and also this choice presently that you just made to move forward and working through this emotional baggage and releasing it is giving you success. Okay, you're moving towards abundance. And lastly, all right, so this has been a tower moment for you. I mean, that's what I was picking up pretty much, especially with healing, awakening, a new life. New life and all of that always comes from a tower moment, because you have to remember in the tarot, the tower is always followed by the star, a wish granted or a new opportunity. Okay, so this, you may still feel like you're in this energy, but you're moving away from it. Okay, you're learning the lessons, you're absorbing the significance of it and the bliss. So it's time to move forward into that new energy and focus on the light. Okay, focus on what feels like home, what feels like joy, because yes, there are going to be trials and tribulations ahead. There always are. There's always lessons to learn. But if you focus on your true north, your home, your center, you will never be guided astray. All right, reading number 1. That was pretty intense. If you want to watch the next few videos, I'd appreciate it. Thank you, and thank you for subscribing. Don't forget to hit that bell notification for whenever I make new videos, and I will see you guys in the next videos. Many blessings. Hey, reading number 2. All right, so I was about in between reading number 1 and then reading number 2. I got so distracted. There were just things calling my attention and phone calls and things. So I'm really feeling like, just before we even start, that you guys have a lot on your plate. There's a lot going on. You're being pulled in a lot of different directions. So I think the angels really want to give you some clarity and to help you make some choices here. But let's start with the singing bowl so we can connect our energies and see if I can get any intuitive hits coming through besides that. I think that was the main one, but let's see how it goes. Yeah, there's a lot of different energies pulling you guys all sorts of different ways. I feel like maybe for lost reading number 2, you guys might be air signs, and you're used to that energy, but it's definitely kind of an influx to what you're normally used to. Okay, and so let's tap into your guides and your angels right now and your ancestors and really see what they want to convey. Okay. This shuffled here. So for reading number 1, they were jumping all out, and you guys, it seems to be like you kind of have it under control. So yeah, air signs, you guys are used to this, possibly even water signs, maybe Scorpio or Cancer, Pisces even. So let's split the deck here and see what we have. So right on the bottom, we have the God of the Arts. So you're really being asked to tap into your creativity at this time. A lot of you, especially if you're air signs, are used to being logical and reasoning and using your brain power to make decisions. But Spirit is wanting you to tap more into your creativity, just on a subconscious level, and kind of get that like playful energy whenever you're making decisions. Let's see your card that comes out from your ancestors, Angel of Space Clearing. Okay, so the reason you might need to be creative about this is because you might not have much space to move forward, or space to, let's see how... It's time to clear old negative thoughts and feelings. So I feel like you're really good at, okay, the words just flew out of my mind. You're really good at organization. So you're really good, hey, air conditioner, how you doing? Sorry about that. If it bothers you, I apologize. And if you can't hear me very well, I'll try to fix it in post, but we'll see. You're normally really good at organizing your, your responsibilities, your thoughts, and like your plans. But right now, there's so much on your plate that it's really overwhelming. And Spirit is saying it's time to creatively release things, delegate, work with other people. Maybe even visit like a life coach or someone who can help you kind of see a different perspective, because you're so used to doing it one way that it's kind of tripping you up to move forward, So they really want you to focus on letting go what no longer serves you. I'm hearing kind of like that Marie Kondo type thing, like, does this give me joy? Does this excite my creativity? Does this help me create? Does this help me bring new energy into my life? If not, let it go. It's old energies that are holding you back from moving forward, and you don't want that, right? So how this is going to play out in your future, kind of like what lesson is coming up next. Right here, we're going to get from the Oracle of the Hidden Worlds by Lucy Cavendish. I'm pretty excited to use this one again. I love this deck. It has beautiful images. Okay. All right. And we have the Gathering, Community, Kinship, and Companionship. Yeah. So the energy that I might be picking up is perhaps you were either a solitary person or a solitary practitioner, and now you're working in a group. Okay, so this might be why all those different energies were coming through, and you're not used to that. You're used to doing things your way or the highway, right? And only having to depend on yourself. But now you're having to wait on people to, get their part done, or bring their energy to the table, or do their part, and that leads to a lot of worry on you. And Spirit is saying, let that go. Let go of what is not yours. Okay, don't worry about other people. You're gonna be kind of spreading yourself too thin, if you don't let others take care of their own responsibilities, okay? Because it's essential that you do your work. And so you are the bright star bringing your energy into this gathering, right? But look, there's others here who are just as bright, just as significant, and their energies are just as important. So moving forward, Lost Reading Group 2, you guys really are learning more about working together as a community, working together with others in a harmonious way. And right now, because of your energy picking up on everything, I feel like you are a very strong empath. You want to help, right? And it's okay to do that, but don't just jump in and try to help people. You might actually be like, kind of like tripping them up, because unwanted help is kind of like unwanted advice. No one wants it. Because specific people have specific ways of doing things. So you are learning right now to clear space for this and allow others to bring in energies that you couldn't ever think of or dream of, because you don't have their perspective, you don't have their energy, you don't have their magic, right? So it's essential for you to remember that each person is an individual, and what they bring to the table is just as valid as what you bring to the table, okay? And it's okay to be amazing and incredible on your own, but it is a whole other level of expertise and even creation, and kinship and connection that you can create by working within a community. And that might also be kind of what's hindering you, is maybe there's rules and regulations and deadlines and all these things that you have to deal with that you haven't been used to dealing with before. So you're learning that. This is a learning process. And I want you to know that your ancestors and your angels and your guides are with you in this. They are working with you to move forward and to harness your potential and create something incredible by gathering all of these other potentialities and creating something completely new. So now we're going to dive into the crystal healing, crystal wisdom healing oracle. Mercury is direct, right? That's why we're doing these lost readings. But I still feel like a little bit of that Mercury energy is tripping you up. Okay, so on the bottom we do have selenite. So this is kind of a phase that you're going through, and it's essential because it's really working on those subconscious projections, and you're starting to see how your subconscious projections on others kind of hinders them. So you're being asked to pull back, clear your energies away from everyone else, and just focus on what you have to bring to the table, and trust that everybody else is going to do the same thing and bring their energies as 100% as you are. Okay, so this is part of working in a group, in a community, is trusting others to bring beautiful energies to the table. Okay, and so and this is just helping you connect to that higher heart energy of trusting in the highest good of the outcomes, right? Because if you are an air sign or a water sign, like I was kind of picking up, reading number 2, you guys are so used to worrying about outcomes. That's kind of your factory default, is to worry about others. You're the nurturer, you're the healer, right? Or you're even the boss who knows how to kind of organize everyone, but you're not at the helm of this, I feel like. And so that's kind of asking you to trust in divine timing, trust in other people to bring something to the table that you are lacking, okay? This is why you're working in a community right now, is because you're being asked to expand your horizons, expand your experience. And you can't do that without opening your heart to newer energies, okay? So this could also be why you're clearing out space because these connections are soul tribe. These connections are for you. Stop fighting it. Stop pushing them away or trying to micromanage everything, because the divine spirit of this group is leading all of you closer and closer to your incredible potential. But you have to let one another be their unique selves. They don't have to look just like you. They don't have to work or operate just like you. Their individuality and uniqueness is an essential tool moving forward, and you can learn something by working in this group and observing, right? Observe, don't absorb. I feel like you're too busy trying to absorb everything and trying to stop potential problems that you're not focusing on yourself. So they're asking you to come back into your heart center, breathe, just breathe, and everything is gonna be okay. I mean, rose quartz wouldn't have come through if that weren't the case. This has beautiful potential to succeed and to be abundant for all of you and bring prosperity, but you've got to stop trying to control it up here. You need to let control come from here, your heart. Maybe someone in the group is rubbing you the wrong way. Try to talk to their higher self. Take a moment to close your eyes and pretend that you're on a high, high mountain and call upon this person's higher self and let that higher self come in any way it wants to project into your mind. It might surprise you. Some of you might realize that this person that is rubbing you the wrong way is maybe because you're so similar, or you're working on similar, lessons of letting go of control or of working in a group. This might be their first time too. And maybe because of how good at organization and everything you are, they look up to you. But that also comes off as insecurity and, doubt. So that's where it rubs the friction on you. You have to open up, be a little more empathic, right? Be a little more open. And instead of, ordering people what to do or giving unwanted advice, just be open and receptive. There's a difference between receptive and absorptive. That's not a word. And absorbing. Okay. Being receptive just means that you're open to let people in. Okay. This is about vulnerability. A lot of us don't want to be vulnerable in this world. It's a hard world. There's a lot of stuff that hurts, but Spirit is showing me this group, this community you're working with is good. It's essential goodness, and there is a higher purpose for it. So you're here for a reason. You're working with this community for a reason, okay? Learn the lesson. You don't want to have to keep repeating it. Become receptive and allow other people's strengths to come to the table, to combine with yours, to create a solid foundation, something that won't falter, that is dependable. And because right now I feel like it's not dependable, but you're also in the planning and organizing, stage. So trust that everybody's strengths, they might be unaware of some of their strengths. Try pointing that out, because you can see that. Try, leading people in the right direction without being overbearing or micromanaging, okay? Just relax, get in your heart space and move from there. It's a, thing, right? It's a much more beautiful experience whenever you come to the table with an open heart, instead of being guarded by maybe your past experiences where you could have been burned, right? Because I feel like this is a lesson you've been working on, and it's time to really get it. It's time to succeed. And it's been a long time coming. But if you will operate from your heart space and really give people the benefit of the doubt, if they miss a deadline, it's okay. It's not, it's not going to be the end of the world. There are others that are helping, and you can help one another, okay? So just be open and receptive to that help. Now we're going to jump to the star seeds, wisdom for spiritual growth, to see what final message your collective has for you. Well, this reading has been beautiful. Thank you for letting me do this for you guys. I appreciate it. Pile number 2. Oh, your card jumped out there. Did you see that? Okay. It says abundance. And I can't read the card because for some reason my camera has flipped. I pushed a button, so it's like showing me a mirror image, which I'm going to have to fix so you guys can see it. When your heart's intention is to serve humanity, doors of abundance naturally open. So you're not being asked to be the leader. You're being asked to serve, okay? And service does not negate your potential, does not negate your leadership qualities. That's not what this is about. This is not an ego thing. And that's where Spirit is telling you to get out of your head, get out of your ego, okay, and get into your heart, get into your soul, right? Get into, you might be the best of the best of the best, but that doesn't mean that everyone else in this group isn't also the best of the best of the best at what they do. They just have a different process. They have a different way of doing things. Learn from them. Observe what they're doing. You could learn something. And doors of abundance naturally open. So sometimes your micromanaging and your expectations here can really block the potential that Spirit is trying to bring into your life. It's a beautiful message that you guys have so much potential in this group to make a change, to make a difference in the world, an actual difference. You know, unlike some stuff that's going on right now that's not going to change much for anybody, this has the potential to change lives, to change individual lives that will cause a ripple effect. Because I'm really seeing that from here, you know, this third eye energy here. Now, it's okay to be in your third eye energy and in your crown chakra, okay? I'm not saying turn off that ability. It's just that don't take everything and mull it around so much in your mind. Just let the lesson be what it is. So let's see how this is, how this message is manifesting in your physical world right now. Like maybe if there's some, you know, crossroads or decisions, you know, that maybe you need to make that you're unaware of. Yeah, there's one card. Ooh, too many. Oh, so did you guys have a good Halloween and Mercury Retrograde and all that other fun stuff? It was a mess, wasn't it? But that's why we're doing these last readings, so that you guys can, you know, maybe recapture some message that you might have gotten and then missed, perhaps. Okay, so let's see here what these cards are. First off, the first one right out the gate was 10 of Cups. Okay, yeah, guys, it has the most beautiful potential in the world. This could change your life if this works. And I feel like it really will if you can operate from your heart space and realize that you might not be the leader of the group here, but you are its heart. You are its beating center. And you are essential, okay? You are important. And this is big, right? Big, big, big. And yeah, like, come on, let yourself shine and let others shine here. You all have beautiful things that you're bringing, and Spirit is definitely guiding you. And this is a chance for something completely new to exist here on Earth that hasn't existed maybe in a long time or ever. So thank you for your work. And lastly, yeah, this is really saying stop hoarding, maybe even the attention. Maybe stop trying to pull focus from others. Let other people shine. You know, like this card said, let other people shine. You know, that's where the success comes in. And let's see, the last bit of advice here is, yeah, you will have victory if you can tap into your heart space, allow everyone to be their own individual self, and clear space for that abundance that is coming in, because you're going to need to make some room. You're going to have more than you could ever hoped for. Victory is yours. Okay, so if you had any doubts, if you were worried, this is divinely orchestrated. It's divinely orchestrated. It is wishes come true. Okay? The cards do not lie. If you can tap into your heart space and open up and become vulnerable and accepting and reflective and receptive, that's where magic happens. Thank you all so much for this video and giving me the honor of letting me read for you. Subscribe if you have not, and hit that bell notification for whenever I release new videos. I'm going to start trying to do them more and more for you guys. I know I always promise that, but I mean it this time. Yes, because Mercury is not in retrograde, so you know it's true. And I'm just so excited to see what happens here on this channel and what we can do for the world, and how all of us together as a community create beautiful change as it ripples outward like a wildfire, right? Thank you all so much. Many blessings. Hi, reading number 3. How are you guys doing today? So just going into this reading, I have a lot of energy, if that makes any sense. Just like, I'm so excited. I'm just like so happy, and like it's almost like I have a sense of just like it's happening finally. You know, it's finally here. It's finally working out. Everything is going as planned. So I've done the singing bowl for all the other readings, and I will do it for you too. What I want you to do is just, you know, listen to the sound, allow yourself to become receptive and open, and I will as well, and we will see what spirit brings in for us from our ancestors, our angels, and our guides today. All right, so let's start. There's like a really pretty song in my head. So you might be hearing a song that really touches your heart and really kind of just like ignites creativity inside of you, or there might be energy around you that is just really almost like you're living in a Disney musical or a fairy tale or something like that. You know, like everything is coming up roses. Reading 3, you guys are doing good. I can feel this energy. Is very positive, very optimistic. Okay, you guys are my optimists. You guys are my Optimus Prime, right? Okay, let's see what the angels and the gods have to say about this. All this. Okay, right. Okay, 17 cards is a little too much, but let's see what comes through for you guys. Readings 1. All right, you guys are getting 2 cards. I was about to say everybody's getting like a different number of cards, but it's like the reading time just, it's kind of the same. So thank you all for, thank you reading number 3 for being patient, or if you jumped here, welcome, hello. I'm glad to have you here. All right, so let's see, Angel of Union and Angel of Prayer. Okay, so yeah, this is, I'm not so much seeing like a partnership, kind of like it says, you know, in this Angel of Union, a partnership. I'm actually seeing this Angel of Union is your prayers and maybe even like your spell work or your manifestation or something you've been working on a long time is finally coming together. Like they're uniting, right? Like your ideas and your work here on the physical plane is finally catching up to the energy of the spiritual plane. So it is like uniting energies, and it's like that fire is lit. And for some of you, you may have almost even given up. or wanting to walk away. But it's time. It's here, guys. It's here. Your prayers are being answered, and they just aren't looking exactly like what you thought. But that's kind of in this card here. It says, ask the universe for help and guidance. And to me, that's saying, ask the universe to show you and to, give you a confirmation, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that this is for you, that this is yours, that this is resonating on the same level and for your highest good, right? And you will be given that, because I feel like with this excitement, there's just like a tiny kernel of doubt, and that tiny kernel of doubt can negate all of your work. So you have to unify, right, your shadow, because your shadow doesn't want to expand. It wants to stay where it's at. And so does your ego, right? So they're constantly fighting your magical self and your higher self. It's constantly wanting you to stay in a state of stasis, but you want to keep moving up. You want abundance and prosperity to flow in. And that only comes from whenever you level up and move higher, right? So this is blessed. This is a blessed union. You may be working with a partner on this, but I'm not feeling their energy. So they may be ill, or they might not be able to give as much as you do, maybe physically, or maybe this is a weird message, but I think it applies to some of you here in this lost reading number 3. Maybe apologize for the air conditioner kicking on. I'll try to make sure you guys can hear me very well in post, but if it bothers you, I'm so sorry. Reading number 3, you guys possibly are not working with a partner so much as you have like a benefactor, like someone that has given you money, okay, or given you support, or maybe a building, or like they have given you something. And so this is kind of why the universe is saying, this is divinely orchestrated. You are being given what you need to do what you want to do. And so, with this card here, you guys are all bringing something together to create a beautiful flower, right? Like a beautiful destiny. Because this is destined for greatness. You are destined for greatness, which is so exciting. I mean, and this is an answer to your prayer. You guys might be fire signs. I'm really feeling some Aries energy coming through with reading number 3. Yeah, like Aries, like new, exciting. This is really exciting. Okay, so now we're going to jump into the Oracle of the Hidden Worlds to see, kind of what's coming, what you need to expect, or maybe something unexpected, because that is why it is the Hidden Worlds. It's kind of hidden from maybe even your view, or others, something unanticipated. All right, let's see here. What messages do the spirits have of what's coming, what you need to look out for, what is hidden from you at this time? I'm also hearing, as I'm shuffling this, that open like a lotus, okay? Flowering spirit, revelation, maturity. That's on the bottom. And what I was hearing kind of resonates with this is someone, you might be being watched, but not watched in you have a stalker. Watched as in someone is kind of watching you and your potential and everything you're doing, and they're like, I like what they're doing. I like what they have. I like what they bring to the table here. And so that might be what the card is here. Let's see what card comes out. The secret. Oh, they're not going to tell us? Okay, the secret. says the unknown, mysteries, and wonders. Okay, so that energy that I was picking up on is unknown to you, and I can't stand it. I am too curious. I have to see here full moon temple, celebrate, peak, and transcendent moment. Okay, so this might not even be a benefactor physically or someone watching you physically. Maybe this is like actually the angelic celestial world is drawing near to watch you, is helping you. Your ancestors are watching you, you know. They're funneling energy into this. And, you know, that is a slow process. That is not a energy. It is a slow moving, kind of meticulous, kind of like you're building a garden, right? Like, you know, it takes time to plant the seeds, to let the seeds grow. This has been what you've been going through with this excitement. Finally, you're starting to see buds, right? You're starting to see flowering. You're starting to see leafage and all this other stuff growing. It's starting to come up roses, okay? But there is a secret, exciting mystery coming your way. And I think this is why you're needing to ask the universe for guidance, because you can feel this excitement. And so it might be throwing off like some of your joy and, you know, some of your positive energies, because you think this might, you know, negatively affect your project or whatever you're working on, or even your personal life. But it will not. It is only going to, you know, be a celebration, right? And, you know, down here at the bottom, this is only going to open up more doors than you ever could have imagined. Okay, so this is a positive energy coming towards you that you're unaware of. And so release it, let it go, let it be, let it you know, let it come to you. So be open to this union. And this might even be a surprise partnership, you know, someone coming in that has experience, that has know-how, that has tools and tips and tricks that you can really benefit from. So let this partnership come, let this union come. Okay, I'm feeling it. I am feeling these energies. It is pretty intense. It's pretty cool, and I really like it. I mean, this is just beautiful. I mean, it's like it's being. This card is really showing me like this energy, this exciting newness is kind of like being held back by like the gates at the horse race. Like they're just like chomping into the bit. They want to get to you. You know, they want to, like, they see your potential and you can feel theirs. Like there's just such a dynamic. Wow, this is like so. I'm so excited for this energy for you guys. Because it's going to be, like it says here, transcendent. I mean, this is going to take you to the highest of heights, like to the peak, you know, of your potential and what you can do. And so what comes along with this is can be fear and trepidation, but the Spirit is saying, you know, just trust us. This is for you. This is what you've been praying for. This is the key, right? You know, you might have been standing at a door and just pounding and saying, I have done so much work. I have worked so hard and I am so close. And yet I can't quite, you know, can't quite get over the threshold. This is that moment, that person that sees you, kind of like Lady Gaga and her infamous meme. You know, you can be a room of 100 people and all it takes is one person to believe in you. You know, all that. Like, this is that moment for you. Someone sees your star, your potential, and they're like, I want to help this person. I believe in this person. And there's a lot of sentimentality attached to this, like a lot of emotion, a lot of heart. And so trust this connection, you know, that is coming in. So this might be why I couldn't feel the partner quite yet, because you don't even know about this partner. Like, you don't even know that what this person is going to bring into your life. It is going to change your life. I'm so excited. Okay, so how can we, you know, bring this down, anchor it into the physical? Okay, we're going to give you a stone from the Crystal Wisdom Healing deck. I'm sorry, I really had to like pull back my energy, because I'm so excited for this transition for you. Like, I feel like this is everything you've dreamed of. And so much more. It's so exciting. All right, let's see what spirit crystal is coming for you. Oh, there it is. That's it. That's it right here. Ooh, malachite. All right, so we have malachite. I love in this malachite card is really giving me this vibes. Okay, do you see like this? Hold on. Do you see like the swirlies? And then the swirlies? You got swirlies. Okay, so this might even be someone from your past coming back to be like, I see what you're doing. Look what I've been doing. How can we make this a thing? You know, how can we put this together? Like, how can we move forward with this energy, right? So, wow. I mean, it is a heart connection. So if you carry malachite or anything, you can start putting it in your left pocket to help draw this soul connection to you, and to help be open and receptive to whenever it comes, because it is going to come. It is going to come with challenges, as all unions do, right? Everybody brings their ego, their expectations, but you're being asked to trust in this divinely orchestrated union, okay? You're being asked because it is destined for greatness. Okay, it is destined, and it is destined, malachite here is the color of money. It is destined to bring you prosperity, and that is so exciting. I'm so excited. My goodness, this energy is contagious. If you haven't felt this, if you are not feeling this, I am so sorry that I'm getting this wrong if it is, but I do not think I am. I think this is going to, maybe the excitement and connection that I'm getting is so surprising. Like, I feel like maybe that's why the secret is coming in. Maybe right now you're kind of in your feels, you're in your heart, you might be giving up. Like I said, like, you've been working on this for a long time, and you might have started to feel like you're ready to give up, but don't. Please do not. Keep doing what you are doing. Keep showing up. Sometimes the person that gets the job is the person that applied and the person that shows up. Look at this election. Case in point. Just saying. We're not going to talk about that on my channel. This is all love and light and healing. We don't invite the parasites onto this channel. Okay. Sorry, but maybe this changes your mindset and helps, you know, maybe this current election really helps change your mindset and really maybe triggers that fire for you to keep going and realize how essential what you do is to help counterbalance what is offered in the world, because it's a shift. There's a big shift, okay? So let's see what's your collective, your angels, your ancestors have as some final advice. Vision. Trust in your ability to create the vision inside your soul. I told you, this is destined. This is an answer to your prayer. Trust in your vision, okay? And that does not mean to limit the potential of the universe. Trust the essence of your vision, not the exact vision you had. Trust in that the universe is bringing you the best possible version of that vision. And you might not be able to dream as big as the universe. And I highly doubt you can, because the universe has potential and life-changing. I mean, I really can't convey this to you. It is so much bigger than you can imagine. Do not limit yourself. Do not limit the vision. You know, it's one of those essential things whenever you're doing magic. You do the work, you do the manifestation, you do the spell, you release the energy, and then you let go of the outcome. The reason you do that is because you are if you specifically want a certain thing, but the universe has something even better in mind, you're not going to get either one because it's a conflict. You're constantly trying to fight the universe, what the universe is trying to give you, and say, no, that doesn't look like exactly what I wanted. Don't do that. Let something bigger come in. Let it happen. Let this secret that the universe has, delivered to you, let it blossom. Let it come into your physical world, because it's right there at the door, knocking, waiting for you to answer. All right, so let's jump into the Universal Celtic Tarot and find out how this is manifesting on the physical for you right now, okay? All right, let's give it a little more shuffle, and then we'll jump in here. Whoa, okay, all right. Okay, I think those are the cards. A quick thing, yeah. Okay, so this is an extra card, kind of. Get out of your head. Get out of your head. This is also the Ace of Swords. This is someone coming to you with a message, okay? Be receptive. Stay in your heart chakra, in your receptivity and prosperity and openness, so that you will know this messenger when they come in. Continue to pray that you will be open and aware of abundance and manifestations when they come into you. It's important for you to remember that. Very, very important. And here you can see the ribbons on the hawk's feet, and also this cross is symbolic of it is manifesting in your world. So this will be actually a person or a call or an email that comes to you, or a letter even. I mean, maybe with the stone, a letter that comes in that is going to change your life, okay? All right, let's see what this has here. Yeah, okay, so you might have felt like you have had to fight for this, okay? But look at all those animals behind you. Look at the trail you have blazed. I mean, this is what is getting you noticed. This is your tenacity, your continued effort to show up, and just keep showing up and keep going and keep doing it, and keep, bringing yourself to the world, and offering of yourself. It's attracting attention, okay? And next, ooh, okay. So we have the Six of Swords, but I feel like maybe an illness or a loss of some kind might have come with this. Maybe even a sacrifice. And maybe even what the reason they're wanting to tell you to remember your vision is because you might have laid your vision to rest. You might have let go of what you thought could be. Spirit is saying, no, don't stop now. Don't give up now. We have the ability to, just like Lazarus, to resurrect this energy. We have the ability to breathe life into where there was none. Okay, so trust in your angels, trust in spirit. Don't give up yet. Keep going. It's important, okay? It is really important. And, okay, you're going to have to trust blindly. You're going to have to just close your eyes and leap, and know that you might not see this coming. Again, with the secrets, there's something hidden from you that is and that could be what you're picking up to let go, to, just walk away. You don't know all the facts. Maybe you're so used to knowing everything beforehand that you're not letting the universe bring you something incredible. Trust, okay? And lastly, ding, this brings the Knight of Pentacles. This brings everything you could have hoped for, you could possibly ever want. I mean, I feel like you will be filled with so much prosperity and abundance that you will have overflow, and that you will be able to give and help others in the same way this person, this secret, or this energy is going to help you. You will then become a springboard for other people, and a helper and a guide. And that is your destiny, to be in abundance. You know, that's your birthright. Claim it. Claim it. Claim abundance. It's yours. It's right here. You're doing it. Just keep doing it. Trust in that. You know, maybe don't compare yourself to others. Okay, don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Focus on you. Okay. Thank you, Group 3, for letting me read for you. This reading was so exciting and dynamic, and I am so excited for this mystery that is coming your way. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button down below. That really helps me out. And also, you guys can check out my new Oracle deck with the artist Gustavo Alba called Nature's True Oracle. Link is below if you want to do some readings for yourselves and figure out the secret coming. And I love you all. Many blessings.